Well, we're at a nice 11 degrees today.
Balmy 11 degrees.
Yeah, but that sunshine took away the bite a bit. How's the rest of the week looking, Greg?
Well, you know, we've been cold for the last week, but I know we're kind of in the anniversary of, if you remember, 2019 with the polar vortex and all those temperatures, and 96. So we didn't get quite that cold, and we are getting to the tail end of it here, too. But still, for the next couple mornings, that minus 20 to 25 below wind chill is definitely a possibility. I think especially Friday with a little bit stronger winds out of the north. So we'll have to contend with that. It will remain cold or bitterly cold all the way through probably Friday night into early Saturday morning. Then we're going to start seeing improvements. Saturday, a little bit of improvement. Sunday, definitely a lot more improvement. That could come with a little bit of light snow as kind of a warm front kind of lifts across the area. And all next week really is going to be mainly in the 20s to 30s. And right now you see temperature-wise, we still got the deep freeze over here. But look to the west, too, as we get the temperatures pop up there. You can see overall not as cold as we saw last week, even all the way up to Canada. That has changed a little bit, too. And then out to the west, a lot of 40s, 30s in there. That's the air that we'll eventually get as we go to the weekend into next week as the pattern begins to change. High pressure still overhead. We're still under the influences of this low up to the north, and occasionally it brings down these little disturbances that bring us cloud cover, a lot of lake effect snow for the UP and the west side of lower Michigan. We'll be contending with that more, and there's a system to the southwest there that's going to come across and provide some more cloud cover. But all in all, it's not going to change too much in the way. As mentioned, here's your last push of really cold air sweeping southward Friday. Once that kind of pushes east and kind of dissolves a little bit, we're then going to see a pattern change right there. Comes a little bit of a turning of the winds too. So Sunday and even next Tuesday, we might see a little bit of a snow as a little weak system comes through. But notice the colors. Cold air is locked to the north. And in fact, towards the end of next week, we got a nice push. You see a little bulge up there of green, even yellow, begins to push all the way up to Canada. We're going to get a little taste of that. So if we don't reach freezing at the first half of next week, I'm guaranteed, or I'm not going to say guaranteed, but pretty likely we're going to see 30s probably towards the end, especially Friday, given what we're going to see. So that's the good news. Unfortunately, here's your wind chills overall tonight. We're going to see those wind chills come back once again. Temperatures will be colder tonight than probably last night, so it doesn't take much wind to wake up with temperatures, wind chills that are in the 20, maybe a little bit colder. You can see some of these wind chills right there. So once again, we'll be dealing with that. By the time we get into the afternoon, we're going to see there's your high clouds to the south kind of across the area. More clouds are going to begin to push into the area from the northeast. Temperatures, and there's your wind chills. We'll be back in the single digits above or below zero for wind chills in the afternoon. That'll be the positive news, but the cloud cover will start lingering, which could help our temperatures going into Thursday night. I don't think we're going to see as cold temperatures going to Thursday night, but tonight we'll see a lot of 10s to 20 belows across the area. That'll be cold too. And then tomorrow, kind of a repeat of today. Temperatures maybe a degree or two warmer for some areas, but all in all, not much of a change going forward. Friday, cloud cover will probably keep these low temperatures a little bit higher, but the wind will start picking up too late at the night. That'll probably result in a little bit of a wind chill close to 20 below in the wake up. But look at the temperatures Friday, getting some improvement. Still cloud cover out there. And if you're looking for Saturday, there we go. We're finally into the teens with some sunshine and light winds. And that's just the start of the whole pattern change as you look at the 8-day forecast. 20s and then 20s all next week. That light snow Sunday night, Sunday afternoon, Sunday night, not a huge significant event. Otherwise, next week we have more opportunities for snow Wednesday. But I think if we don't hit 30 on Thursday, that Friday, I think we'll be in at least the low to mid 30s potentially too. So
it's on the way.
It's on the way. Next week will be much more seasonable to a little bit above average. So just got to work it through the next 2 days.
2 days.
2 days,
can
we'll
do
be
that.
done.
Thank you, Greg.